power play. Langus on the draw. Comes back to the point. Owen to the middle, over to Goins. Goins back to Owen. Owen shot. That deflects off somebody in front. Goes wide of the net. Langus back to Owen. Owen far side. Maisie. Back to Owen. In the skates. Maisie will skate back through. Pick it up. Shot. That goes up and over the net. Langus screaming in front. And they'll punch that out in the neutral zone. Goins turns it back from her own blue line. Moves up the wall to Zun. Zun's pinched off the puck, and that puck will get dumped down. Soja back to pick that up. Turning their own end. 1:12 left to go in the power play. Owen across, slips off her stick. And Soja will just dump that in. We'll go chasing after it. Getting away at it. McDonald will come down and help out. Comes back to the point. Pasma pulls it out, moves it across to Theron. Theron makes a move. Far side, McDonald. Turns in the corner, back up to the top. Pasma pulls it down. Puts it out front. That goes off a skate, and that'll get out of the zone. 30 seconds left to go on the power play. Up the middle, Theron. She'll try to go through a couple players. And that'll get thrown back up and go down the length of the ice. 15 seconds left to go. 8 minutes left in the first. Pass across. That'll get to Fabro. Fabro across the line. Drops. McLean will keep that in. Tries to hit Makokis on the far side. Just out of her reach. And Sophia will come back. Play that to Pasma. Pasma tries to go cross ice. Hits Stanstead player. Dives to trying to stop the pass from going across. And Makokis is in the corner. Looks it to the other side. Aquino plays it back to Pasma. Makokis up the corner. Aquino tries to hit Fabro in the middle. That just gets past her, and Stanstead will dump it back in. Makokis pulled off the puck to the front of the net. Shot. Just misses, and puck fired out. That'll go off a couple sticks. Not far enough for icing. But it'll be a high stick on Stanstead, and we'll get a face-off in Stanstead's zone. Langus wins the face-off. Shot from Cruz is blocked. Goes into the corner. Stanstead will get that puck out. And a high stick on LeCoulier trying to knock that puck down. Draw another face-off. Stanstead wins the face-off. He'll get it over the blue. Carrying it in the corner. Tries to reverse it to the front of the net. Coulier there. Tips it up to Krucic. Krucic down the wing. He cuts the corner. Drops a pass out in front. And Owen will keep that in at the point. Stanstead flips it back the other way. And Goins tips it up to Krucic. Krucic taps to Soja. Doesn't quite get there, and Stanstead will recover in their own end. And Goins just missed holding that puck in. That'll be offside. Yeah. face off, won by Stanstead. And go D to D. Far side. They'll just chip it in the end. Soja behind the net to McDonald. McDonald up the wing to Maisie. Maisie off the wall. Tries to go center. Off a Stanstead player, and they'll turn it back in the neutral zone. Just dump it into the end. Cosmo from the corner. Far side of McDonald. Just outside her reach. She pushes it up to Maisie. Maisie off her skate. On the right side of center, so no icing. Puck centered. Comes to Makokas. Makokas and Ho. Crisscross back and forth. Trapped up. And a good forecheck on Stanstead B. Turns the puck over, but Mississauga can't capitalize on a chance there. Stanstead chips one in the center. Makokas picks up. He's got some room. He changing. Chips outside to Zun. Just outside of reach. Into the corner. Zun tries the center. That goes off the stick and goes to the other side. Makokas stays in on the forecheck. There, and a backhand pass to Zun. Zun, puck on net. And was moving away from the play. Couldn't get that second chance. .4:28 left to go here in the first period. Mississauga leading 1-0. To the point, Makokas quickly over to Ho. Ho tried to one-time that to the front of the net quickly. And they'll get out all the way back in the Mississauga end. Reno along the wing, so cycle it back down low. Picked off by Stanstead. Centered. Shot up and over the net. Hits the top of the boards and goes up. In the neutral zone. Langus will chip that in. He'll chase it down. Goes to center of the puck. Into the corner. Back to the point. Owen. Down to Aquino. Aquino. Down to Fabro. Fabro. Back up to the point. Owen. Far side to Loins. Loins has some room. He'll take a shot. And that'll stick to the goalie, and they'll hold for a face-off. So Stanstead came out of the gates quite ready to play. Spent 2-3 minutes in the Mississauga end. Couple big chances that first shift as the game settles in, getting play on both ends. Stanstead fires a pass, waist high, picked up, centered. Loins, good play in front. And flip to the far side. Lecoulier's got some room. With Soja makes a move around a player, but can't quite get on the other side. Goes to the corner. Back to the point. McDonald down to Lecoullier. Lecoullier back to the point. McDonald across to Pasma. Pasma has it slide off her stick, and it's poked out down back into the Mississauga end. Makokas gets that in. Easy on the forecheck. Pasma pinching in on the forecheck as well. Help keep that in the corner. Petal. And Maisie. Petal trying to center. Goes the other side. Maisie's going to try and fish that up to the point. And held in. Petal steps the front. Backhand pass to McDonald. McDonald shot. That's blocked. And Stanstead will turn back the other way. Tremblay out wide. He'll drop that pass, but McDonald right there. She's going to skate it up. Tries to Petal far side, just outside her reach. Petal will chip that in. He'll peel off for a change. Puck up the boards. Oh, cross to Makokas. Makokas will try to go cross ice with it. Far corner. Langus gets it behind the net. Stanstead turns that back up, goes into the middle. And will turn that right back. Tries to get through the zone. Good stick check. And it goes back and forth. Zun will get that deep. Still going on the forecheck. Stanstead will skate that out. Pass out wide. They'll chip that into the zone. Focus behind the net. Flips up the boards. Behind the net now with Soja. Spins off a check, drops it for Makokas. Makokas up to Aquino. And Aquino tries to go cross ice. She's met by a Stanstead player, and Makokas will dump it and go for a change. Aquino up the boards. Owen back in her own end. Throws the pass across the Goins. Goins up to Owen. Owen, a couple moves at the line. Turns it to forehand, gets a shot away. Goes wide of the net. Makokas cycling, drops to Leculier. Leculier pokes it down to the corner. And Stanstead will break out. He'll chip that down. And Owen, using her body, gets around, throws that up the board, and Sprucic skating on it. He'll get that out, makes a move to the middle. Outside to Leculier. Leculier looking back towards the net. Bounces in front, off the pad. And that'll do it for the first period. Mississauga leads 1-0, and
Broke up with me. For the life of me, I couldn't figure out what I did wrong. I'm so sorry. I'm usually the first one to admit I did wrong. Get over yourself. It's no big deal if I run a little faster than you on the playground. Get over yourself. What's your problem? What's your problem? Well, if you don't like girls that are stronger than you, well, if you don't like girls that are faster than you, well, if you don't like girls that are smarter than you, well, then you might not like me, might not like me. We had chemistry, and you're the one that got away, and I'll never forget you. You were beautiful, you were perfect as you were, and I didn't want to fix you. Get over yourself, it's no big deal if I swim a little faster than you in the neighbor's pool. Get over yourself, what's your problem? What's your problem? Well, if you don't like girls that are stronger than you, well, if you don't like girls that are faster than you, well, if you don't like girls that are smarter than you, well, then you might not like me, might not like me. And if you don't like girls tougher than you, well, if you don't like girls more daring than you, well, if you don't like girls braver than you, well, then you might not like me, might not like me. You might not like me. You might not like me, and it's fine by me. You might not like me. Might not like me. Boy, lay down your pride, wipe the tear from your eye. I'll take you back, I'll take you back, I'll take you back, boy. Lay down your pride, wipe the tear from your eye. I'll take you back, I'll take you back, I'll take you back. But if you don't like girls that are stronger than you, and if you don't like girls that are faster than you, and if you don't like girls that are smarter than you, well, then you might not like me, you might not like me. And if you don't like girls tougher than you, and if you don't like girls more daring than you, and if you don't like girls braver than you, well, then you
Welcome back for the second period. Mississauga outshot in that period. That doesn't happen very often. But Stanstead coming out in that first 2 minutes, firing 5 shots, ended up with 7 in the period. Mississauga with 5. But where it matters, Mississauga leads on the scoreboard 1-0. Goal by Langus. And we'll get going here with second period. Just waiting for a linesman to come back. And waiting on the goalie. D'Alessandro having helmet issues. Trying to adjust things far side. Give the ice a chance to freeze up. And good to go. Face off, draw. One by Stanstead. They'll go D to D. Up to the middle. And delayed offside. Kazma goes behind the net to McDonald. McDonald up the wing. Coulier can't handle that pass, and they'll dump right back in. Kazma in the corner. Behind the net. McDonald looked up the middle. This is Soja. And a puck will pop up behind. But Kazma, good recovery. Takes the stick away from the Stanstead player. Bruches fires one up off of a shin pad. That'll go all the way down. The Coulier will drop that behind the net. She'll go for a change. The rest of her line mates. Maisie cuts off the pass. And puck towards the net. Makokas to the backhand. There's a puck towards the net, but it's deflected to the corner. Stanstead will break out. Fire it wide. Oh, back in her own end. Fires it down the wing. Tapped out to Maisie. Maisie's got some room. Makes a move to the outside shot. Walker save. Petal taps that with her stick. Can't get the rebound. Out to the wing. Drop pass. Shot. Hepburn makes a stop. Goes into the corner. Center. Shot. Another glove save by Hepburn. And Maisie will get that out. Over to Petal. Petal will get the red. She'll flip that puck in. It's a Stanstead player on the way in. They'll turn it back quickly. Stanstead breaking to the middle. Shot blocked by Owen. That goes to the corner. And rotated up to the top. Flipped up and out of play by Petal. Barron will take the face off. And Stanstead will win that back to the point. Low shot on Hepburn's pad. Rebound sits right there. There she finds the rebound and covers up. Stanstead wins the face-off again. Puck deflected on the far board. Stanstead will backhand it into the corner. Up the boards, Fabro gets out, sends it wide. Zun on her horse into the corner. Along the boards. There will center it. Comes out to Gloins. Gloins shot. Blocked. Rebound comes right back to Gloins. Gloins fires that back into the corner. Stanstead from behind their own net. Tries to center. Owen picks off a pass, but jumps the stick. Heads the other way. And Gloins tries to hit Crucius from the far side. Owen that picks up on her own blue line. That's the room. She'll skate that in. Cut to the middle. Shot. Just misses top corner. The shot just wide. Ryan gets along the boards. Owen keeps it at the point. Fires it down. In behind the net. Crucius on the forecheck. Pull it out of the corner. To the point. McDonald. Back to the point. Ryan centers. Just misses Crucius in front. Quino. Out to McDonald. McDonald. Shot. Blocked in front. Rebound. Aquino can't quite get a handle on it. Stanstead will fire that off the boards. Now it'll go down. No icing. Phasma up the boards. Pedal in behind. Traffic. Cut to the net. And Stanstead goalie will kick that net off. She tries to slide across. Face off one. Pedal shot. Blocked. Pedal goes to corner. To check on her. Stanstead will turn it up. Big old far side. Picked off by Ho. Ho takes it the other way. She'll just fire it back into the zone. Soja on the forecheck. Cycles back down. Pedal. Pedal digs it out of the corner. Tries to center. She's being held in the corner. Soja in there. Trying to help out. Puck brought out. And Stanstead will just chip that out. That'll get past Makokis. Not far enough for icing. Oh, far side. Up the boards. And just misses the Coulier and Makokis on that. Stop behind the net. Stanstead reverse the other side. They'll fire it up the boards. Into the zone. Tremblay brings her a forehand shot. And Hepburn keeps the pad down. That gets out into the neutral zone. Makokis up to Maisie on the far side. Maisie dragged out behind the net. And Stanstead will skate that up. Gets player in the middle. Shot. Hepburn will hang on to that. Darren wins the face-off. Right back to Hepburn. And Makokis will Fabro coming out of the corner. Pass across. Cut off. Goins. Good job of holding up that check coming in. Stanstead parents not happy with that non-call. And that looks like it would have been offside, but play will come in. Shot. 6 to Hepburn. And a little shot after the whistle. Mississauga D let her know that wasn't cool. .8:57 left to go in the second period. Mississauga still A 1-0 lead on the goal by Langus. Puck goes far side. Fabro off the races, trying to get to that puck. I'll come all the way down on net. D'Alessandro will play that. Line the net. Phasma up the wall. Pedal. Throw that to the middle. Right to Stanstead. Backhand shot. And Hepburn will steer that away. Phasma to Aquino. Aquino up to Langus. Jumps off her stick. Phasma pinching up. Stanstead tries to dump it in, hits the ref. They'll fire it in a second time. They'll go for a change. McDonald's got some time. Leaves it up to Aquino. Aquino, good touch. The puck gets flipped to the other side. Langus, good job keeping that in. But it pumps to the line. And flipped in by Stanstead. Ho, get that behind her own net. Moves it over to Makokis. Quickly up to Zun. Zun will backhand that out and get that all the way down into the Stanstead end. Langus off the wall, shot blocked. And that'll get outside the zone. And Ho will have to come all the way back to play that. Up the boards. Mississauga. And Ho's got some room. Moves out to Leculier. Leculier cuts across the front. Couple moves. And Soja on the other side. Thought she was heading in. There's a step or two offside. That'll face off, one by Stanstead. They try to center it. Just misses Leculier. Puck towards the net. Another deflection. Owen shot. And that falls right behind. Sits right there on the line. And ref's right there. That another deflection. Owen shot. And that falls right behind. Sits right there on the line. And ref's right there. Owen shot from the point, hits a blocker. Sat in behind D'Alessandro. Not sure where it was. Mississauga trying to get at that puck. And face-off scramble, wins the wall. Leculier tries to go back, but hits a stick, and that'll get outside the zone. Owen over to Gloins. Quickly up to Leculier, jumps her stick. And Stanstead will just fire it back up through the middle again. Owen back in her own end. Over to Gloins. Gloins back to Owen. Up the wall. Leculier to the middle. Zun. Chip that in. Little change. Puck behind the net. Chipped up the boards. Gloins. Up the wing. Maisie there. Chases that down. Pokes it past. Hard check in the corner. And jumps over her stick. McDonald comes down to pinch down. The Kokas covering at the point. And Tremblay will break that out for Stanstead. Goes to the middle. Shot off the post. Nice little drop pass. One-time shot. Centers. And again, another chance. Phasma's got some room. She'll skate that out. She's got some room right up the middle. Kicks it in. Shot. Rebound. Sits out front. Bruches turns. Fires. But Phasma crashing into the net. Has it knocked off. Face off. One steered away. And, oh, nice move in the line there. Data check. It's another one. Puck slides off. Pedal dump that deep in. Karen will chase after it. Behind that, Pedal with it. Centers. And wraparound attempt doesn't go. Puck again towards the net. Stanstead will skate that out to safety. They go wide. Oh, there. Far side. Over to Fabro. Fabro cuts the middle. Cycles down low. Can't quite get Pedal on that. Owen will pinch down in the corner. Throws it back to the other side. Williams throws it towards the net. Rebound. Pedal tackled in front. Owen to Goins. Goins crisscrossing with Owen. Over to the far side. Aquino will chip that up the boards. Doesn't quite get in. Zahn trying to tip it. It'll get over the line. Zahn on the forecheck. He'll pick the pocket. Center to Aquino. Aquino shot. Rebound right there. And two chances. Tip it. It'll get over the line. Zahn on the forecheck. He'll pick the pocket. Center to Aquino. Aquino shot. Rebound right there. Alessandro having to come up with a couple big stops. Langus on the draw. Scramble. And Stanstead will come up with it. They'll skate it out. Backhander into the corner. Owen fires around. Stopped at the point. Going back in. Owen chases around the other side. To the point. That'll get out. Langus off the races. The 2-on-1. Over to. Back to. Oh, and what a stop. To the point. That'll get out. Langus off the races. The 2-on-1. Over to. Back to. Oh, and what a stop. Langus to Zahn. Zahn gave it right back. Langus had the net. To D'Alessandro. Big stop. Keeping this game a 1-0. Shot back the other way. They'll miss everybody and go for icing. Face off, won by Stanstead. Cruz is still in the forecheck, forces that play up the boards. McDonald pinches down. That puck will come out in the center. Pasma throw up the boards quickly. Past everybody, all the way down, no icing. Cruz just kind of play. Puck pops up in the air. McCoulier can't handle that bouncing puck. And Stanstead will get it. They'll center it. Tremblay around outside. Comes in shot up and over the net. Point. Fired in. Far side. Pasma tries to get that puck up. Falls on the play. Soja there to help out. Reverse to the other side to McDonald. McDonald flips that out into the neutral zone. And on the forecheck. Puck played up the boards. 3-on-1 coming up. Mississauga gonna get a penalty on this play. A nice play by McDonald to make that a tough opportunity. Everyone changing. 4-on-1. And Mississauga's got to touch this puck. Delayed penalty coming. Makokas will touch up. And with 2:11 left to go in the second period, Stanstead will get their second penalty of the game. Their power play of the game. Sorry, their first power play. Face off, one to the wall. Zahn there with Ho. Pounce out to the point. Goes to the middle. Stanstead back and forth to D. Shot. Blocked by Zahn, and she'll fire that the length of the ice. There, another forecheck. And Fabro crisscrossing. Pass will get out to the middle. Coming down on Owen. Back to the wing. Point. Back down low. A center blocked. Back to the point. Half boards. Comes to the middle. Outside wide. Middle. Far side. And that puck goes towards Hepburn, and she'll cover up. Face off, one to the point. Move to the far side. Play with it along the boards. They cut to the front, shot. And Hepburn will glove that and hold on for a face off. Draw, one back. Stanstead goes D to D. Looking for a lane. Moves it down to Tremblay in the corner. Makokas, a good job of knocking off the puck. Mississauga will hold that in the corner as long as they can. Comes out, Stanstead with it. Behind the net. Tries to center. Bruchus does a good job of stopping that. Got it along the board. She'll bring it to her forehand. Try to fire it out. Picked off in the middle of the ice. Still with it. And Makokas will chip that out, and that'll get outside the zone. Turn back. 8 seconds left to go. That'll get outside the zone. 15 seconds left in the period. 5 seconds on the penalty. And they'll flip it back to far end. Stanstead held up along the boards. Tremblay trying to get a last second shot off. 3 seconds. And that'll do it for the second period. Drop pass, shot. Hepburn makes his stop. Goes into the corner. Centered, shot. Another glove save by Hepburn. Another deflection. Owen shot. And that falls right behind. Sits right there on the line. And ref right there. Pasma's got some room. She'll skate that out. She's got some room right up the middle. Kicks it in. Shot. Rebound. Sits out front. Bruchus turns. Fires. Tip it. It'll get over the line. Zahn on the forecheck. She'll pick pocket. Centers to Aquino. Aquino shot. Rebound right there. To the point. That'll get out. Langus off the races. The 2-on-1. Over to. Back to. Oh, and what a stop. And there we go with the third. Mississauga still holding on to a 1-0 lead. Just finishing, killing off a penalty at the end of the second there. And a puck fired in by Stanstead. Weird bounce off the boards. Puck comes to the front of the net. Good job of clearing, and will circle back. Over to Makokas. Makokas up the boards. The Coulier. Puck jumps over Bruch's stick. She'll chase it down. Soja pitched it off from the boards. Comes up. That'll go to the middle. And Stanstead crossed the line. Good back check by LeCoullier. Forces that back to the point. Shot. That goes wide of the net. Into the corner. Owen on her check. Makokis up the boards. Krucic gets it out into the neutral zone, but Stanstead just fired that right back in. Stanstead delayed offside. Mississauga will have some time to get that puck out. Maisie go wide. Tripped up going through. Pedal behind the net. And that picks off. Maisie with it behind the net. Tries to center. Makokis one-timer just goes off the toe and into the corner. Backhander up the boards. Stanstead will break out. They're hitting the end of a shift. They chipped it up quickly. Going over to Owen. Quickly up to Pedal at the blue line. Pedal makes a move to the middle. Drops it for Fabro. Fabro catching that on her backhand. Can't get that across to her forehand. Phasma keeps that in at the line. Heads towards the net. Has her stick lifted and thrown back the other way. And Tremblay will break out. Tremblay centers. Shot. Hepburn. Huge glove save. Heads towards the net. Has her stick lifted and thrown back the other way. And Tremblay will break out. Tremblay centers. Shot. Hepburn. Huge. And what a big stop by Hepburn. Huge glove save. Puck dumped in behind the net. Stanstead pressuring. McDonald in the corner with it. Kicks it up there and chips it up to Fabro. She can't handle that. They'll fire it in. Just wide of the net. Phasma. Back to McDonald. McDonald up the wing. Fabro tries to backhand that out. Misses it. Keeps it in. Tremblay towards the net. Misses two Stanstead sticks. Fabro another chance to get that out. And Stanstead will go for a change. Phasma up the wall to Zun. Zun trying to backhand that into the zone. Aquino checked. Puck turned back the other way. Stanstead hit the red and they'll dump that in. The focus in the corner. Helped out by Phasma. They'll come out of the corner with it. Drop pass. Stanstead goes D to D, far side. Aquino in the lane. Shot to the middle. Puck towards the net. That got up and over Hepburn. Puck centered. Makokis pokes that away. Moves that out into the neutral zone. Stanstead starting to turn back things. Coming back the other way. 2-on-1. Holds. Far side. Just misses. The Stanstead player on the back post. That'll get down the far end. Up the wall. Ho there. He'll skate to the middle. Has some room. Shot. Off the blocker. Backhand. Back towards the net. That puck will go the length of the ice. That'll be icing. Oh, picking that up on the blue line. Had a glorious chance. Comes in. May have hit a bit of the defender going through, but a blocker save. So chances early on both sides. Face off. One to the boards. Goulet spins. Got some room. Takes a shot. That's just wide of the net. Boyens keeps it in on the other side. Soja tries to go behind the net. She's met by two Stanstead players, knocked over. Far side, Owen. Moves it low to the corner. Soja to the other side. LeCoullier back to Soja behind the net. LeCoullier shot. That's up over the net. Owen, far side. Back into the corner, Pedal. Soja in the corner. They'll chip it to the far side. And that'll come up the boards. That'll go up. They'll pass Owen. Reaching for it. Takes that, puts it back behind the net. Loins. Has some time on the far side. Sees Pedal on the far side. Pedal gets the red line. She'll just put that in. Right on net. focused on the forecheck. Shot by Pasma. And that is gloved by Stanstead goal, and she'll hold on for a face-off. Puck out to the point. McDonald shot, slips off her stick, comes right back to her though. Goes towards the net, kicks it up to her stick. Back to the point. Maisie can't get the shot off. McDonald will dig it out. And Stanstead will turn back in their own end. Try to hit somebody going out. And Zahn's got some room. Shot, scores! Shot off. McDonald will dig it out. And Stanstead will turn back in their own end. Try to hit somebody going out. And Zahn's got some room. Shot, scores! Well, Mississauga, 9:29 left to go here in the third period, makes it a 2-0 game. Chloe Zahn gets a errant puck to the middle and capitalizes, throwing one over the glove. The Stanstead goalie, Mississauga, from their own end. Barron tries to go wide, picked off, turned back the other way. Tremblay near the corner, tries to center. Looking to the boards. Up to the point. They go D to D. Down to the net. Tip puck. Up to the point. Shot. Up off the glass. Up and over the net. And Hepburn will cover that up. .8:51 left to go here in the third period. Face off. Won by Stanstead. They'll go D to D. Up in the corner. Loins taking her check along the boards. Held there. Stanstead get that to the point. Battle quickly there. And she'll chip that up. Langus will poke it out into the neutral zone. It'll get all the way down to Stanstead end. Langus tries to backhand a pass in front. Rolls off her stick. And she'll stay with it. Puck fired up. Loins. And Tremblay comes up. Tries to make a move on Owen. Shot. And that goes between the legs of Hepburn. And Stanstead will get one closer. So 8:09, Stanstead making this one interesting. Tremblay racing up the wing, making a nice move to the middle. A low shot beats Hepburn. And McDonald will dump that puck in deep. Zahn in the corner. Back to Soldier, shoot check. Up the wall. Puck through the middle. Pasma. And spins, she'll blows a tire. Stanstead controls. They center. Puck knocked off the stick. Towards the net. All behind the play. Hepburn. And Stanstead puts that one away. So just like that, Stanstead ties it up at 2. Weird play. 2 players caught behind the D on the play. And 2-2 game. Mississauga taken in hard. Oh, hit behind the play. Mississauga will go to the power play. So 7:24 left to go in the third period. Now a 2-2 score. Mississauga getting their second power play chance of the game. Face off one. Crouch is behind the net with it. Moves up the boards. Theron will skate off. Far side to Ho. Ho brings that puck back. Has it knocked off her stick. They come all the way down to Focus. Up the boards. That'll get out in the neutral zone. Shot in on net. Hepburn move that out. And Theron will skate that down. Dump down. Makokis behind her own net. She'll start moving up. Tries to go far side to a Coulier, and Stanstead will recover. They'll hold on to that puck and they'll fire it down. Hepburn will stop it behind the net. And Makokis up to Gloins. Gloins far side. The puck picked off and chipped into the zone. Makokis again behind her own net. She'll skate up. Goes wide to Gloins. Gloins just skate and shoot that puck in. Stanstead turning, firing, and they'll get that the length of the ice. 25 seconds left to go in the power play. Owen behind the net. She has the puck picked away, dropped. And both players go down along the boards. The point shot. That puck will bounce in on Hepburn. And she'll cover up for a face-off. So 6 seconds left to go on the Stanstead penalty. Puck to the point. They go down low with it. McDonald now in the corner. He'll skate it up. Langus spins back in her own end. Has some room. She'll take off. Tries to make a move to the middle. Good stick check by Stanstead. He'll turn her back. Stanstead, D to D in their own zone. They turn it back up the middle. Puck chipped out into the zone. And Stanstead again back with it in their own end. Make a move up the boards. Oh, jumps in. Takes that away, and then they'll just fire it in. Pasma behind her own net. Fires up the wall. Weird bounce. The puck will get out into the neutral zone. And Stanstead will just fire it right back in. Oh, behind her net. Fires to the other side. Off of Maisie centers. That's picked off. Stanstead spins. Tries to center. Maisie will spin back in her own end. And off of Makokis' stick. Goes down in the corner. Fired around. And they'll chip it through. Along the boards. Makokis. Good job along the boards. Taking out her check. Down along the boards. Gets the point. Not out. Look to the far side. Gloins there. Still picked up behind the net. Makokis up the wall to Petal. Petal gets that just outside the zone. Bounces off a. And look at that out wide. Makokis in the corner. Goes far side. Gloins up the wall. Fabro can't get that out. Theron, second chance, gets that in the neutral zone. Fabro move. And look at it over across the line. Zun Shot, blocked, rebound. Sits right there. That puck's chipped out in the neutral zone. Stanstead the other way, they center. Puck bounces off the backboards. Dunn throws it up the middle. Hits Fabro with some speed. She's knocked down, stays with it. Up the boards. Backhanded. Phasma. Far side to Owen. Owen up to Soja. Soja up the wall. Centers. McCoolier's shot. Slides off her stick. Flips back the other way. Tremblay now 2-on-1 with McDonald. Tremblay. Shot. And up in the blocker of Hepburn. And Tremblay will score a second of the game. So with 2:31, Stanstead now 3 goals in the third period. Face off, won by Stanstead. They'll go D to D. Puck shot up the boards, held along the boards by McDonald. And they'll blow that down. .2:13 left to go in the third period. Stanstead scoring the go-ahead goal just seconds ago. Let's turn it back the other way. Far side. Stanstead centered. Puck sits right there. Hepburn to stop. And cleared out of harm's way into the neutral zone. Stanstead right back in with it. Oh, up the boards. And Aquino will chip that up. Rubbed down by Makokis, or by Langus. Langus centers. Just misses Makokis on the far side. Net empty. And penalty coming. And they'll touch up. So with 1:24 left to go in the third period, Mississauga net empty. And we'll go to the power play. Tripping penalty. So 6-on-4. Face off, one to the boards. Lucic there. Gloin's helping out to try to get that puck out. Back to the point. Owen pulls it off the boards. Far side to Makokis. Makokis far side. Gloin's shot just wide of the net. Comes up the boards to Makokis. Makokis back low to Zun. Zun up high to Owen. Owen shot. Deflected through the zone into the corner. Played back. Lucic in the corner. Trying to dig it out. And Tremblay will get that puck. Shot. That's going to go wide. No icing. Killing a penalty. 44 seconds left to go. Owen moves it up quickly. Makokis. Far side. Gets pedal going the wrong direction. Chipped up. That's dumped down. 30 seconds left to go in the period. Owen back to pick that up. Far side to Gloins. Gloins skate that to the red line. She'll get that in. To the line. Out. 15 seconds. Owen. 10 seconds. Cycles into the zone. Out wide. Drops it. Shot. Crucius just over the corner. Gloins towards the net. I'll go in behind. One last chance to the point. And that'll do it. Mississauga, a chance right at the end there. Are unable to tie it up, and Stanstead will win this one 3-2.